Taylormade Qi10 Max, Taylormade's most forgiving driver ever. Let's take a look, shall we? Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jeb Gay, PJ trainee. Today we're down here at Staden Heights in the amazing Trackman studio, and we will be reviewing the Qi10 Max, Taylormade's most forgiving driver ever. Quest for inertia, 10. 10,000 is the threshold, and they've smashed it, saying it's the most forgiving driver they've ever created. We'll put the theory into test by hitting some balls, getting some numbers, but yeah, should be a good video, ladies and gentlemen. As always, please subscribe, please like, and leave your comments down below. So far, it's a pretty nice looking driver. Right, let's get into hitting some balls. I'll give you my initial thoughts. Look at some numbers. So far, all good. Enjoy the video. It's a 10,000 max in the head, claiming it's the most MOI they've ever created. MOI, what does it mean? Basically, the amount of twist on impact. Now, we've all probably seen the video. Tiger, Scheffler, Tommy Fleetwood sat around the table in Taylormade, and they demonstrate the ball getting hit 19 mil from the toe in this Stealth and how much it twisted. And then they compared it against this driver, the Qi10, and it hardly moved. Now, some of you skeptics out there might say it's edited for the video. We're going to put it into the test today. I'm not the greatest with the driver. I can assure you there's going to be some spraying around. But this is why this intrigues me the most. All the heads in the range, the Qi10 certainly sits behind the ball beautifully. Right, let's go and have some shots, see just how good this thing can be. As you can see by my previous shot on the screen, not too bad. Right, ball number one. What I'm expecting from this, like I said, is forgiveness. I'm expecting for missed strikes to be good. I'm expecting to bring it back to centre. On initial thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, Taylormade have absolutely smashed this. I think the colourway is beautiful. They've definitely squared up that top edge from the Stealth, moving on to the Qi range. It almost sits a fraction closed, but I think that's the whole point. This is more of the sort of mid to high handicap club, if you like. It almost sits a little bit closed at club face, which is, you know, for your slices. Most golfers at slices these days, especially in a higher handicap, and it does sit fractionally closed. But I've got to say, it's not offensive at all. Absolutely loving the navy blue face. If you like navy blue, this is definitely something that's going to catch your eye. Right, driver number one. I'm expecting this to spin decent. I don't promote a lot of spin on my drivers anyway. I was expecting some good driver spin rate numbers, and so far, as you can see from my intro shot, definitely going to see a little bit of draw bias. So I think it's important for me to swing out to the right and hopefully let it bring it back. But yeah, sat behind the ball, it does look beautiful. Right. Okay, not a bad strike. Be interesting to see where that one goes. Yeah, as I thought. Slightly to the left, not a bad strike actually, a little bit out of toe, so it's quite ironic. Taylormade have kept their twist face, they've also kept their 60 times carbon face. Third generation now, can you believe it? Third generation going on. It only seemed like yesterday that we was introduced to the big red face in the Stealth. Not my best shot, just offline, a little bit to the left. Not bad numbers though. Spin rate's only 1800. Now that's me, 100%, there's no club in the world that's going to help my spin rate get too high. Let's have another one. Club face was actually not too bad, 2 degrees to the left. So obviously that will promote a left shot. Carry numbers down because it's dipped out of the air a little bit. Right, let's try and get this one up in the air a little bit. Starting out to the right. Going left. Right, that was a nice shot. Yeah, there we go. There's that draw bias that I'm talking about. If you're a slicer with a golf ball, then definitely something like this will help you bring the ball back, in my opinion. They've got the weight right down in the hill. I'm testing this in 10.5 head in a stiff shaft. Now this isn't fitted for me at all. However, it's not far from my specs. what surprised me so far early on in the testing is how low the spin rate is. And that's why I think it's dropping out of the air a little bit. Might need to look at getting that spin rate up a bit. 279 on the total. Not a bad number, but the carry's falling out the air and it's rolling a lot. If I can get that spin rate up to sort of mid twos, I think we're going to see the ball stand in the air a lot longer. Right guys, let's talk a little bit about the tech. Now I've touched on the tech previously. They've still got their speed pocket behind the face. 60 time carbon face, 3rd generation. So basically the same. They're saying it's slightly thinner, the thinnest they've ever created it, which is going to allow ball speeds across the face to be up there and still good. Like I mentioned, there's a weight in the heel. This is going to, again, stop them slices. It's going to create that draw bias as we're seeing. And obviously the new colorway, I think it looks really nice, I've got to say. It definitely catches my eye. I'm not too precious whether it's a matte finish or a gloss finish. When I look down, they've obviously gone for a gloss finish over the matte and the stealth, but I do think it looks actually really quite nice. Would I game this driver? Absolutely. I don't see why not. I mean, I'd obviously want to get it fitted for me a little bit more, certainly get the spin up a little bit. But yeah, Taylormade are doing good jobs at the moment. Obviously, we've got Ping doing a similar thing with the 10K in their head. I will hopefully get a review on that coming up. My only issue, my own personal issue, is the fact that they've called all their range Qi10. Now, I don't know if it's me being a bit mad, but surely the LS version and the standard head, we know hasn't got 10K of MOI. It's only in this head. So why have they called their whole range Quest for Inertia 10? I don't quite like the name. It's such a minor detail, but I just think it's a little bit misleading. If you get an amateur golfer going into a shot and they didn't know that this was the only head in that forgiveness factor, they might get a little bit drawn towards a smaller head, the standard head, and they're actually not going to get that forgiveness. They're not going to get that 10K. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's not 10K. This is the only head. So I would have liked to have seen Taylormade potentially come up with a better name and then just call this one, the Max driver, the 10K, a bit like Ping. Now we know Ping have got the Ping G430 range, they've got the LST and all the rest of their range, and then the driver they brought out predominantly this year is just the 10K. So I would have liked Taylormade to do something similar. Minor, I know, but it's just a little bit of personal preference. Right guys, apart from that, the tech's quite similar. It's just a great looking driver. Let's go and hit a few shots. I'll probably hit 5 or 10 shots, get some numbers, and then we can have a little review on the numbers, where it sits for me, where it sits for you guys as amateurs and as higher handicappers, and just a bit about my personal opinion of what I think Taylormade are doing well. But yeah, so far so good on the initial 2 hits. Stay tuned. There you go. I've hit a few shots there, and I can definitely assure you, I can't control my club face as well as some of the top pros out there. Is it a good driver? Yeah, it's decent, you know. My only worry is that left bias. I had to fight it. I had to really feel like I was swinging out to the right just to keep it in play. I had a few misses to the left, quite a lot. When I got the hang of it, don't get me wrong, I was swinging out to the right, and as you can see by the shot behind me, I did get that nice little draw. Would I game it? Yes, but probably not. I'd probably look at the standard head over this. It's a bit too more draw bias for me. I don't like the fact there's so much shape. I really had to fight it personally. The numbers aren't bad. The ball speed and the club head speed are a little bit down on what I would like to see. Club head speed is sitting at, on average, at 105. I'd normally like to see that up closer to 110. Obviously it's cold in the UK at the moment, not swinging particularly fast anyway, so it's not a million miles off, but definitely feel like I've got to put a lot of effort in to gain the best out of this driver. And like I said, you've got to swing out to the right. If you're already a draw bias sort of swinger, this will not be for you. You'll be losing it out to the left all day long. Ball speed on average 157, actually not too bad, 157.5, not too bad. I'm normally around 160. Again, just going through what I'm saying, I've had to put a lot of effort in to get that. You know, I feel like if I was on a course or if I was in a competition, I was swinging smoothly and I just wanted to get driver out, I'd be losing this to the left far too much. carry 165, sorry 265, total 292. Not bad numbers, I've got to say. Like, I'd be happy with that on the course every day of the week, especially if I can maintain that shot shape. It takes the right side out of the course for me. Definitely that nice little draw. My only worry is I'm going to lose too many to the left. So if I start losing it to the left, I'm going to start aiming further right. Guys, it's a great driver. It's great looking. I've got to say, they've absolutely smashed the aesthetics of this. The blue face is a bit of me. As you can see, funny enough, I'm wearing navy blue today. Didn't even realise. But yeah, Taylormade have done a good job. I'd like to test out the other heads in the range. Like I mentioned earlier, the QI10, the naming doesn't sit overly well with me. I just think it's a bit misleading to call all your drivers in the range QI10 when this is the only driver with 10,000 MOI. It's a bit misleading. If you didn't know that, like I said earlier on in the video, if you didn't know that and you walked into a shop and you saw QI10 and you assumed that they were all 10,000 in forgiveness in MOI, and you're a high handicap and you picked up the LS version, you're going to be in a whole hell of trouble. Taylormade, yeah, done it again. They brought out a great driver. They always do. They're very good at marketing. They've got a load of money and they've got some great players. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, please subscribe, please like, and don't forget in the comment section down below, drop any comments. I'll do my best to get back to you. Take care, guys. We'll see you